Welcome everybody. My name is Nancy from Desert Haven Enterprises, and today I'm going to talk about how to answer the interview question, why are you leaving your current job? When you're in an interview, this question can sound different than that specific question, why you're leaving your job. Or they also could be talking about why you left your previous job, but we're really going to focus on answering in a way that you are currently working for this video. They might ask you, why are you looking for work? They might ask you, why are you quitting your job? They might ask, what made you want to leave your job? Why did you quit your last job? Why do you want to leave your current role? So the word role and job means the same thing. Quitting, leaving, planning to quit all means the same thing. So even if they don't say exactly why are you leaving your current job, they might be asking the question in another way. So listen carefully and be prepared with a positive answer. Why do they ask why you're leaving your job? Good question. Couple reasons. The way you answer this question really says a lot about your attitude at work. You always want to answer positively. Do not say negative things about your previous employer. You want to talk about yourself in a positive light, and you want to talk about your previous employer in a positive way. Find the good things from that job, even if you are leaving because you hate it and there's a million things wrong. Find something you like about that job and something that you gained and learned from that job, right? And talk about that positively. The other part of why they ask that is to make sure that you aren't coming into this new job with the same expectations you had from the old job. Like, let's say your answer to this question was, I really want a job closer to home, but the job that you're interviewing for is actually further away from your house, right? That doesn't make any sense. So make sure that lines up, that you are going to fix the problems that you had at your previous job by getting this new job. Not to say you were having problems at your previous job, but things could be better or you wouldn't be looking. So you want to be honest, but as positive as possible. Do not be negative. Do not have a negative attitude in an interview. Acceptable explanations for why you want to leave. Here are some of the most common and the easiest to explain reasons for leaving a job. You have a desire to gain a new skill or to grow a current skill. You want to learn more about something. You need a shorter commute to work. That's a good reason. Commuting is expensive and takes a lot of time. And if you can do a very similar job closer to home, then that's a good reason to move over. You want to learn and grow. That's a great reason to want a new job and leave your old job if you feel like there just isn't anything new for you there at the old job. You want to learn and grow at your new job. A desire to take on more responsibility. Again, maybe you feel stagnant at your old job and like you're just treading water, you're never going anywhere, and you want more responsibility, learn more skills. Those are great reasons. Wanting to move to that location, like say you want to move to a different state and you're applying for a job there. That's a perfectly good reason, right? A desire for a career change, or maybe something you've been working towards. You've always wanted to work in a certain industry and you've developed your work skills in your current job, but you want to learn more about that industry. And so that's why you're looking for a new job. So those are all great reasons. You might have your own. Just make sure that they're positive and that they don't put a bad light on your previous employer. Do's and don'ts. This question is tricky. So here's some more ideas. Do you say something nice about your previous employer? Find something nice about them. You may not like them very much, or maybe you separated badly, but there's a reason why you worked there as long as you did, and so it must have been good at some point. So find something happy and nice to say about your previous employer. Don't say anything negative about your boss. Sometimes our boss is the reason why we quit jobs, but not for your interview. You don't want to talk about that. If you are asked about your boss, again, find something positive to say. Okay. Do you talk about what you learned at your previous job? You didn't work there forever without learning anything. I'm sure that there's stuff that you learned. So be prepared to talk about that, of all the things you learned at your previous job. And if you're interviewing for jobs, you should be prepared to talk about those things anyway. Do show appreciation for your current job. I really appreciate everything I learned there. I really appreciate everything they did for me. I'm thankful that they taught me how to do this and that. Show them how much you appreciate your current job. Don't give a reason that also applies to the new company. I know I talked about this a minute ago, but if your old company, the hours were at night and you don't want to work night hours anymore, and you're applying for a job that's also night hours, then that's not a good reason to use for leaving, because it's the same at the new job. So you want to avoid that. You want to make sure that if you are leaving your job because of the night hours, that you're applying for a job in the daytime, right? Here are some sample answers to the question, why are you leaving your current job? The first one, though it was a tough choice to make, I really feel ready for a new challenge. All right, here's a longer one. I've achieved everything I can in my current role, and it's time for me to move on to a new company with more room for growth. Next one, I enjoy working as part of a team, and I would love to join the team here. That one doesn't really address the fact that there maybe wasn't teamwork at your previous job. You could mention that you really hope to work in a more team environment without saying that the last job didn't have teamwork. It's tricky. This is a tricky question. I've learned a lot in my current job, but I'm interested in working here because the great things I have learned about this company. That can be said in a lot of ways. I learned a lot at my previous job, but I really want to come work here because I hear this place is awesome and I want to learn more. There's a million ways to say it. The next one, I'm ready for the next challenge in my career. My previous job isn't challenging me anymore. The next one, I love the people I work with, but I realized that I wasn't being challenged the way I used to be. Rather than let myself get too comfortable, I decided to pursue a position where I can continue to grow. That is a mouthful. There are simpler ways to say it. I love the people I work with, but I just wasn't being challenged like I want to be, and I want to learn and grow towards a new career. But the fact that you're saying something nice about it, like you really love the people or you really love the work that you do, say nice things about it. The last one, I loved that job and I learned so much, but the commute is so far away. I really need to work closer to home. You don't have to go into more specific details about why you want to work closer to home. Most people understand that. We all want our commute to be as short as possible. So having a job closer to home is a legit reason to want to change jobs. Be sure that you say how much you loved your old job. You don't really want to leave, but you have to because you're moving, or you need to live closer to your parents, or you loved that job. For more information, I'll put some links in the description. I got most of this information from these 3 websites here, and I thank you very much for having the information for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it has been helpful for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our videos.